Prairie View A&M University Cooperative Extension Program. I am the Family and Community Health Agent for Cameron County. Today what we're going to do is we're going to make a quick stir-fry recipe that is easy to make. You can engage your kids in helping, and economical, and you could go shopping in your own pantry for these ingredients. So please join me as we make quick stir-fry rice recipe. So one of the first things that we need to do before we start our recipe is make sure that we have all of the ingredients. Luckily, you can use your leftovers for this. So the first ingredient is going to be instant brown rice. You can find this right now in your grocery stores. Brown rice is whole grain, high in fiber, and also very filling. And so this is something that you can find right now in your grocery stores, and it renders a lot of rice. And so you can have some left over to make other recipes with. Another thing the next ingredient is canola oil. Healthier than, say, vegetable oil. Canola oil is a healthy one, such as olive oil as well. Use what you have. Also, some fresh garlic or minced garlic, and so you can go ahead and use that as well. Then ground ginger in a spice aisle, very easily found, very fragrant, right, and very tasty. Also a green onion, so all you need is one green onion. If you don't have green onion at home, you could also use any type of onion that you may have. And if for whatever reason you don't have any fresh onion at home or can't find some in the stores, you could always use granulated or powdered onion as well. Another ingredient would be 8 ounces of beef, and it could be beef to your liking of your choice. So whether it's round steak, ground beef, anything of that sort. You could also substitute it with any other protein that you may have. So you could use chicken in that place if you'd like, or if you'd like to make it meatless, you could use quinoa instead of the rice, and that would take the place of your grain and your protein as well. Next ingredient would be canned sliced water chestnuts. You can find those in the Asian aisle. So this is one that I found in a local grocery store. We also need half of 8-ounce can of pineapple tidbits. I found these 4-ounce, 4-serving ones, so this is exactly what we need. So what you would want to do is make sure you drain the liquid out of the chestnuts and also of the pineapple before you actually use it. What you could do is, this is a great activity for the kids to do to learn how to strain and use a colander, is that you could use any strainer that you have at home and have them drain the juices out. Next ingredient would be frozen stir-fry veggies. If you don't have frozen stir-fry veggies, you can use any veggies you have. If you have fresh veggies, put green peppers, red bell peppers, snap peas, broccoli, all of those would serve just fine. You also want to use reduced sodium soy sauce if you have this, and you can find that easily in the stores. And also some, last but not least, some sesame seeds. So let's get started with our recipe and see just how easy it is to make it. The first thing that we want to do is we want to heat up some oil, the canola oil in the pan. So we'll put that on medium heat. And once it starts to get heated, we're going to use our garlic, our ginger, and also our green onion. And we're going to cook until it becomes fragrant, till you can start to smell it. So we'll go ahead and start putting those in. It doesn't take very long for the oil to start heating. You may even be able to hear it pop right now. So if it sizzles, then it's ready to go. So there goes our garlic. Here comes our ginger and our green onion. And what we'll want to do is just go ahead again and just stir them around. It doesn't take but about a minute for them to cook and become fragrant. So that when that continues cooking, what we want to add now is we want to add our beef. We've chosen ground beef right now. That's what we found at the grocery store, so we're going to use that. And we're going to want to cook that till it reaches about 160 degrees, just to make sure that we follow our food safety precautionary measures. Now that our ground beef has reached 160 degrees, it's fully cooked, we're going to want to add some vegetables. So the first vegetable that we're going to add is our watered chestnuts. You can find these in the Asian section of your supermarket. You'll want to, again, drain them before you put them in. And so now that they're fully drained, we're gonna go ahead and put those into our meat mixture. Then we are going to want to put our pineapple tidbits. So, and this is also drained prior to placing them in. And then your mixed veggie mix. Again, it could be fresh or frozen. I happen to have frozen in our freezer, so this is what we're going to use for today. And we'll go ahead and give that a stir, and we're going to let it cook for about 5 minutes till it's heated up, and then we'll move on with our recipe. Now that we've added our mixed veggies and they're heated up, we're going to want to add our brown rice mixture. This was left over from a meal that we had last night. So we're going to go ahead and add the brown rice to our meat and veggie mixture. And we're going to want to heat that up between 3 to 5 minutes. And so as that heats up, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about the nutrition of this meal. This meal hits a lot of our My Plate, which is the suggested portions and food groups that we should be eating on a daily basis. So for instance, our brown rice is a whole grain, so that would meet one of our grain requirements during the day. Again, whole grain will keep us full. It has a lot of fiber. It's good for digestion. It also has plenty of vegetables, and it also has pineapple, so that also meets one of our fruit requirements. And vegetables and fruits contain a lot of vitamins and minerals that we need to help boost our immune system and keep us healthy, especially in times such as these. This also contains beef or protein, and protein helps us keep our muscles strong and build up. So in addition to the physical activity that we're trying to keep up while we're quarantined, the protein is going to help you keep up and build muscle during this time. And protein is also good to help our metabolism, because that muscle is going to help us burn more fat at rest. So we definitely want to engage with that. Some other ingredients that I wanted to point out to you are the sesame seeds. Nuts and seeds are also really important. Not only do they add good texture to our food, it gives a little bite to our food, but also they come from the earth and they're very nutritious. So whenever we can add seeds to our food, that would also be highly recommended. And so we have a lot of our different My Plate options here, and it's a complete meal in itself using leftovers, things that we have in our pantry. So now that the rice is heated up, the next thing that we need to do is we need to also continue to put our soy sauce. Now, because we're putting in low sodium, we want to make sure that we keep heart healthy, especially during these times. So whenever possible, choose low sodium products, because a lot of the foods that we naturally eat can naturally contain sodium, so we don't want to add any more, especially if you have high blood pressure and different heart issues. So I've just added the soy sauce, which is, again, reduced sodium, and you can find this in your grocery store. The next thing we're going to add are those sesame seeds, and the sesame seeds are in your regular spice aisle. You can find those at a very economical price as well. And as I mentioned before, they're going to add some texture, a little bite to our meal as well. And so we're going to mix those in. We're going to toss it really well. And once everything is mixed together, we can go ahead and serve and enjoy. And again, this is a meal that you can use shopping in your own pantry, engaging your kids to learn cooking skills, to learn different gadgets in the kitchen. Use this opportunity to engage more with them and have a delicious and nutritious meal. Thank you. We'll see you next time.